Okay. Assumption of God forms. Wow. I'm amazed that I'm about to do this. To just put it out there. And this is the real assumption of a God form. There's no holding anything back. There's no censoring. There's no fears. There's no attempt at manipulation. This is the full thing, and I can't, for the life of me, think of anywhere except in the highest levels of magical lodges that this information has ever been released. But fuck them. We're gonna do it. And here's why. People need to understand their divinity. People need to understand, humans need to understand how close to the divine they actually are. We have been conditioned for so long not to believe in ourselves, to believe that a priest or some sort of clergyman will pass judgment and speak to God for us. And that was a system based on control, on fear, on manipulation, on profit and revenue generation. It's bullshit. Bullshit. Every bit of it is bullshit. When you go to church on Sunday and you direct your prayers and your love and your divine ecstasy that you feel, those priests, whether or not they know it, are directing it towards another lodge or another church, a bigger church, and then that church directs the energy back to a bigger church and then another church. And if you're Catholic, all that energy gets directed all the way to the Vatican. And guess who works with it? The man with the fish hat, the Pope. He is the grand ceremonial magician of that big magical lodge called the Catholic Church. Aren't you done with it yet? I am. Humans are divine. We are powerful. We have so much potential and so much strength and so much love and so much beauty, so much splendor within us. And it's all systematically been censored within us. It's time to blow those fucking gates open. And this is how we're going to do it. We start now. Assuming a God form. Your soul belongs to you, because here is a big secret of ceremonial magic that they don't want told. When I say they, a lot of the lodges. Your holy guardian angel is you. You. It's you. You are your own angel. I can see people try to wrap their minds around that right now. You are your own angel. Your highest self is, guess what? It's the Christ. You are Christ. His name wasn't Jesus Methuselah Christ. No. He was Jesus the Christ. Christ is an energy. It's an ideal, a concept, a form, which this individual named Jesus mastered. And others like him also earn the title of Christ. Your higher self, your angelic self, is what in the Kabbalah, in the non-Illuminati Kabbalah, they practice what's called the Qulop. Don't let that ugly slag Madonna try to fool you. Hollywood Kabbalah is total crap. All right, it's the Qulop with lipstick on it. Okay, the true Kabbalah doesn't even belong to the Jewish people, which they're great people, not the Zionists, they're scum. But the true Jew people have cultivated the Kabbalah in their own religion. It's universal, though. It existed before them. So we look at the path of the archer, which is we start in the physical realm, or earth. That's the launching pad for all spiritual evolution. We move up into what's called G.O.O.D. That's the moon energies. Anything to do with dreams, the astral world, and the imagination. Now here's the dangerous part. People have told us and conditioned us to believe that the imagination isn't real. No, it's very real. Einstein told us the imagination was the key to the universe. Okay, so who are you going to believe? Einstein or, your 5th grade teacher who told you to stop imagining because it wasn't real? No, Einstein figured it out. If Jack Dempsey, one of the most badass boxers in the world, came up to you and was like, hey, here's how you throw a right cross. And then some guy in a bar is like, no, this is how you throw a right cross. Who the hell are you going to believe? Jack fucking Dempsey. So you're going to believe Albert fucking Einstein, okay? Imagination. So you open up the imagination. You see in your mind what is possible. Your dreams have meaning, okay? All those things, dreams, imagination, belief, leads you to the astral world. Awakens you to the unphysical world. Above Yesod is the Christ energy. It's called Tepareth, or the solar center. This is why you see pictures of Jesus with a flaming heart. Because in the body, the Tepareth, the solar plexus-esque, heart center-esque, is the great sun. It's the inner sun. It's where you move from. It's where you shine your personality from. Some people would put that in the head. That's different. That's a tarot. That's different. Different. But the heart center is Tepareth, and that's the place where you feel empathy, where you feel like you could give up something of yourself for somebody else. Now, the danger is in Yesod, okay, where certain paths of your brain on your thinking can get you in trouble because it can lead you to the beauty of Tiphareth, or it could take you down into the Kulap. If you start to feel like a megalomaniac and that you're like, well, I am this great Christ leader, then you're being an asshole, okay? And you're on the Kulap. You are on the flip side. See, in Tiphareth, the message is sacrifice for the sake of others. Wait, did I say that right? Okay, let me say it again just in case. In the Kabbalah, okay, the Tiphareth, the message is sacrifice for the sake of others. Self-sacrifice for the sake of others. In the Kulap, the flip side, what the Illuminati deals with, it's sacrificing others for the self. Do you see? So, like those Rockefeller assholes and the Rothschilds, they sacrifice you for their gain. The way we're playing it is we do some self-sacrificing for everybody else. That way, they self-sacrifice and you get some too. Your cup overfloweth, and you give to others. Their cup overfloweth. And pretty soon, everyone's cup is full. It just takes a little bit of work in it, and you can do it. This is the Christ energy. This is your highest self. This is where all your higher ideals come from. Do you understand? So this is the being that you need to first talk with in assuming a God form. You need to use the physical world, which is where you are, how you live, the bed that you sleep on, the chair that you sit on, all these things, the physical world, okay? Use your imagination to visualize what your inner champion, what your Christ energy, I've said it 1,000 times. You need to become the Christ energy. Jesus' second coming, the second coming only happens when you realize your highest potential. Because you're born once. I was born, Bearheart was born. Bearhart's second coming, his awakening, his realization is when he realizes his highest self. The same thing for you. So this is what you have to do. well, you don't have to, but in this process, to begin with, relax. Find a place you can sit and meditate for a while. Use your imagination. See the glory and splendor of your highest self. It should be so radiant you can barely look at it, but so beautiful you can't look away. And say, who am I? And let that speak to you. You need to find out what vibrations you work with, okay? Because this is key. Because it's your higher self, it becomes more, I don't want to say simplified, but the concepts are much easier to grasp. So instead of, complications, when I spoke to my highest self, and I looked at me, and, I got the words strength, love, protection, laughter, and I got sex. But I've got other friends who had healing, compassion, poetry, money. Money's not a bad thing, people. Really not. What they've done with it is, but money's not a bad thing. Okay? So you need to find out what are these things that you resonate with. Normally you're going to have the big ones: love, compassion, honor, strength, something around those lines. You need to find out what they are, because these couple words, 4 to 5 words, will define your purpose in life. It's called the great work. Your great work is what you were sent in in your current incarnation to bring to humanity. And you need to find out what these are, because these are the vibrations that you work with every single day. And if you don't know what they are, you need to find them, because they will shape the best way for you to live your life. And you will find so much happiness in knowing what they are, because then you'll know what to do with yourself. So, find a place, relax. Open your mind up. Connect with the Prime Creator. Go through the whole process. Connect to the Prime Creator. Feel your aura. Allow the Prime Creator to fill it. Ask the Prime Creator to heal and do away with any entities that are not supposed to be there, that are not of your absolute positive benefit. Heal all cracks and tears in your sphere of influence, which is your aura. And then invite your higher self. And your higher self will be there immediately. Okay, that is your inner champion. That is your inner hero. Ask your highest self what you are supposed to do on this earth. Ask it to give you 4 to 5 words that explain who you are. After you find out what these are, and it might take a couple times, who knows? Ask your highest self how you can begin to live as your highest self. You already are your highest self. You just need to assimilate your higher self. See your face become the face of your highest self. Live the life that your higher self wants you to live. And then come back and ground. Now, grounding is very important, because it's like you were downloading a disk of information, or you sought it out. Now this is downloading it into yourself. Grounding can be, clapping, rubbing your face, and going to get something to eat. These are the things that you got to do. That is the first step into assuming a God form. Let me know how it goes.